here are not all cut off in Gweedore. But I'd like to give you an update because I've just been on Connor's phone. The online total, the updated total at the moment is €2,633. And I guess, so before we get to the action, I'll just ask you about the charity that the money's going to.
Yeah, so myself and Brid kind of put our heads together what kind of charity would we, and we wanted something local, and we came across the St Colmcille's Hostel in Letterkenny, which helps out the homeless people around Donegal that are, different various situations of homelessness, and so we got in contact with Maguire, and I think that's Mary there. Hello, Mary. Herself and her husband have run it for the last 20 years. They live there. They help out. That's what they do 24 hours a day. So they live the life of it. And we just thought, wow, that's amazing. Never had heard of it beforehand. So thought, well, that's a perfect place to donate to. And I wanted to set it up that the money wouldn't be coming to us really. It'd be going straight to them, and it wouldn't be going to Dublin. It'd be going straight to them. So, but all that money that's donated online is going directly into their bank account, which I think is fantastic. And anything in the boxes is going directly to them.
So I'd like to introduce you to the woman who's going to do the deed, and that is Teresa Diver, all the way from TMD. Song. So who's first for shaving is a very popular expression in Donegal, and the first person, Eileen Hegarty from Ardra. Please give her a warm welcome.
Dramatic tunes for this. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
She's very much in a rush. All right. I don't know. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's my phone there. Oh, good. I
was just reminded there, I was at a session with an astronaut in Culdaff. He was quite ordinary, A few months earlier, I'd been watching him circling the Earth, and suddenly I was sitting there right beside him, the Canadian guy. What do you call him again? Hey? Hatfield, yeah. Hadfield. Colonel Hadfield. So he was there, he was singing Danny Boy and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
What each girl could you do?
We hold on.
Geez, Claire, if you did this, we could make bows.
It's our first time to ever do it.
Oh, jeez. That's okay. Soon it'll be her third time.
Think I had that much.
Eyes popping out of your head.
These are all supposed to be reading the paper.
That's not how it works. play the dark-haired lass. No, no wait, it's too late for that
Former
now.
dark-haired lass.
Yeah, it's too late for that now.
Artist known formerly as dark-haired lass.
There we are. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to ask the two fiddlers now to come up and play us a tune before they lose all their hair.
You know, it's like Samson. All the talent was in the hair.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Tara Connaghan.
Oh.
A lovely head of black hair there now. She's going for the number one. Zero.
Yeah, wanna go first? I hope it goes back. I don't actually have no interest in it. Back first. Great boy here. Nice to be with you.
It's black at the bottom as well.
Wow. I didn't realize it's so much hair.
Have.
Going for the bag.
Get her to leave a mohawk before she finishes.
You've got it done.
Looking for a ponytail there at the moment.
Really gonna need a hat in this weather.
Don't need it now.
That's another hair dryer for sale.
Don't forget the curling iron.
So, ladies and gentlemen, originally from East Donegal, close to my own home, she's from Castlefin, living in Galbally, and I think there's some Galbally people here tonight. Up Galbally! So, the best order now for Brid Harper.
There's no point going halfway. You have to go Oh, by the way, it's a 20-euro fee. For charity, of course. You're very cheap.
Fine head of hair! Brid has had this hair for at least 20 years.
Yeah. I was just thinking there, I might go for a tattoo maybe in the next couple of years. Tattoo of hair? Tattoo of anything? Is that a thing, isn't it? Everybody's so quiet.
180!
What do you think, Martin? Are you going to go first? I don't know. We're going to get Martin McGinley to do this job, but I don't
That's why I sat down beside you, guys.
I was saying to Martin, we have to see now he just met myself and Tara played fiddle in a different way.
Hello. Please welcome to the stage the winners of the Christmas weight loss competition. Eileen Hegarty, Tara Connaghan and Brid Harper.
How many meters are there? Huh?
Go this way.
Mary Maguire, do you want to come up and say a word? So it's a very worthwhile cause, and especially this time of year, we're thinking of all the people who don't know the way they say, have you no homes to go to?
Good afternoon, everyone. They say when in Rome, do what the Romans do. I'm sure when you're down here, it'll be do what the Gidor Bundeg people do, and that's I can't ask Gaelic, but I don't have much Gaelic, so you'll have to bear with me in the English version. I suppose when Tara rang me, maybe about 2 months, certainly 6 weeks ago anyway, I thought this is absolutely wonderful idea that she's come up with. A very courageous for both herself, Brid and Eileen. Very, very courageous to. It's one thing talking about getting a head shave, but to actually to carry it out and see it through to the very end, it's absolutely courageous and amazing. So to the three of you, I say a very, very sincere thank you to you. The charity that is benefiting from this, of course, as Tara has said, is the St Colmcille Hostel in Letterkenny. We are under the auspices of the St Vincent de Paul Society. We have been there 20 years now this coming April. Both myself and my husband Kieran run the hostel, and as Tara said, yes, we are there 24/7 maybe an odd day off here and an odd day off there. But we live on the premises. We've raised our family on the premises. So we have a fair good insight into the life of a homeless person at this stage, the reasons, the problems that homelessness can cause. And without, as I say, delaying you too long for a wonderful afternoon here, but I think it's very important that a lot of people out there realise, I think homelessness, it's somebody down and luck in life, it's somebody lying about the street, it's a down and out person, and that doesn't necessarily happen to be the case at all. Down through the years, we've had teachers, we've had guards, we've had solicitors, we've had nurses, we've had doctors even, who for one reason or another can end up being homeless. We've had families, of course, we've had domestic violence situations, we've had mental health cases, alcohol, drug abuse, but to all of those, anybody in addiction, it would be people that's in recovery that we accommodate and we help. Anybody coming into the hostel, it's a temporary accommodation, we help them. I suppose maybe when they come in, everybody carries baggage with them when you are homeless. We would help them as far as possible, get whatever resources are out there for them, whatever agencies we can. We help them, we let them maybe build a life for themselves again. Through, if we have to get counselling, if we have to, because I suppose today in society we don't have the resources that are readily available. You can't ring up and say to the health board now anymore, well, I need an appointment for somebody in counselling, so all you have to go privately. So a lot of this money that'll be going today are used for situations like that we can help and enable people's lives to better themselves during their stay in the hostel. And I just want to give you maybe one wee story, and I'm not breaking confidentiality on anybody, but a few years ago we would have had, it was a man that had been staying with us. His marriage had broken up. He had 2 children. The children were with the mother and he was with us, and it was Christmas time. And it was the day before Christmas Eve. I remember it so well. And one of the local schools had collected food, did a huge food campaign. So we did hampers for all of the residents staying at the hostel, and I was delivering the hamper to him and said it was the day before Christmas Eve, and like that, as everybody says, Happy Christmas. And I said it to him that day, I said Happy Christmas, and he looked at me and I could see the tears in his eyes. And I thought, of course, yeah, he's thinking of his children and that. And I said to him, there's a hamper of food for you. And he said, thank you very much, he said. And he put his hand in his pocket and he took out €2. And he said, that's what I have on the day before Christmas Eve to my name. I went over and I opened his fridge and he didn't have anything. Maybe, I think, half a carton of milk and 2 eggs was in his fridge and some cheese. So I suppose that had a chord with me, of course, as I was given a hamper, and I just thought, this is what the hostel is all about. We were able to change that man's life about. He was having his children come on Boxing Day to visit him. We were able to enable that he had loads of food, that he had toys there for his children then when they arrived. And if he had been out living maybe in a small flat, people like that wouldn't be there to support him, to help him. We helped him get him back on his life. He was able to secure private rental accommodation. He now has a job and he's enjoying life to the full. At the time, he had thought that he would be better off in another place other than on this earth living. And that was, as I say, a day before Christmas Eve a few years ago. So it's with the help of people like Tara, Brid and Eileen who give us funding to enable the smaller things. To some people they're luxuries. To us at the hostel they're huge because they can help a family. A simple thing like maybe being able to give a family pass to a family staying at the hostel to go to the cinema, to go to the leisure centre. They're treats, huge treats, because the department will fund our hostel certainly in the day-to-day running of it, the cost, running electricity, getting the heating, but they don't support giving a small luxury like a family pass to the cinema that can mean so much, that can lift so many lives. When people move out of the hostel, they go into a private accommodation. Sometimes they wouldn't even have money for a bag of coal. They certainly wouldn't have money to put oil into a tank, a small amount of oil. we're able there to help them to take that next step in life to start living independently. With the girls' help, with all of your help, each and every one of you here, we say huge thanks from Kieran and myself at the Colmcille Hostel and our committee. We're deeply indebted to each and every one of you, because it is a busy time of year for everybody putting hands in the pockets and giving money, because everybody's looking for it. It's a charitable time of year, certainly, and only with your generosity are we, as Tara and Brid and Eileen, able to hand over to us the large sum, and I can assure you that it will be used very wisely, and it will be given to needing causes, so it will in the hostel, and it will make a huge difference on many's and many's a person's lives. Thank you, each and every one of you. I wish you a very happy, a holy and a peaceful new year and good health in 2017. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Mary. And we've got a busy woman behind us here, but please put your hands together for Teresa Dibber from TMD. So long for doing the job. Well done once again to Eileen, Tara and Brid. What a brilliant gesture at this time of the year, as you heard. So well done. We'll play this out now with the tune. Thanks very much, and thanks for all your generosity and for helping this charity.
I just want to thank everybody that have come in today to support us, and anybody that has been supporting us over the last number of weeks. Big thank you to anybody who contributed online and also who gave me money personally. I've thrown it in the bucket today, and everybody that has thrown money in the bucket as well. I think some people thought we might not go through with it, but and they said we want to see the evidence and then we'll put money in the bucket. Well,
So there's plenty of buckets.
so thanks very much, and it is going to a very worthwhile cause. Thanks to Hudai Beag for allowing us to have our hair cut on the premises. And again to the Teresa and for Conor Byrne for allowing this event to happen during the Scoil Gheimhridh. And also to our MC, who we thought might be persuaded. Not at this time.
About to do it, but then the train left.
Not at this time. So a big round of applause for Mark McGinley. This action will get going now after we play this last set of tunes. What have we decided on? What was it?
Somehow I feel their tune is smoother and rounder now.